up, guys? I'm Jason.
I'm Forrest.
And today we're sitting down with my friend Devontae Smith. We met each other in the Marine Corps several years ago, went on several deployments. Right now he's in Arizona as a real estate agent. I'm in California. We own a creative agency. We reconnected recently. We did some work together not too long ago. In December, did some photo work and some video work.
Yeah.
And now we got my boy back here in San Diego.
At the infamous Hendo Studios.
Shout out to Courtney Hendo.
Man, big dog in it.
We got some questions that we're going to ask him today to find out a little bit more about what he does and how we can, find the easy and the most successful way to get a house.
Hey, I'm with it, man. I know it's tough out there. It's a tough market everywhere. So anything I can do to help new buyers or even people selling, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
That goes in the first question. What are some mistakes that new buyers make when they're buying their new house?
There are a lot of those for us. But some common mistakes new buyers make is they will open new lines of credit, right? Don't go buy a new truck or new car after you're getting pre-qualified. You're adjusting the amount, your monthly payment. So a monthly amount that you can afford is going to be adjusted when you do stuff like that. Okay. Let me see. Second one would be don't co-sign on somebody's loan. I know, especially right when you're qualified and you're ready to buy a house, it feels great. You want to help family out. In that time frame, do not do that. Again, it's going to adjust your down payment. It's going to adjust your pre-qualification.
Your little sister needs that new Jetta, though.
Hey, but you need to make
little
sure.
Sister co-sign.
Little sister's got to wait.
She got to wait a little bit, man, because you need that new house.
Okay.
You got to get that garage so you can park that.
You got to tell her then. You got to.
Hey, tell her no. Be strong about it. And let me see, third thing.
Earnest deposit. So I've heard earnest deposit.
Earnest deposit. So one of the things you could do is after you're under contract, you've done your inspection. After a successful inspection period, and this means your inspector has gone through, he's found everything, and you're still willing to buy that house. At that point in time, your earnest money was given to them 48 hours within contract acceptance. So making your earnest money go hard or non-refundable at that time, because that's what that means. It's going to be applied the same way it would 10 or 20 days down the road when the home closes. So if you're comfortable purchasing the house, so long as you don't plan on quitting your job or buying a new car for your sister, you're going to be fine having that earnest money go hard, all right? Because it's just going to be applied towards your down payment.
Okay.
Now, in my neighborhood, there's this beautiful house that just went on the market. Mm-hmm. I've been wanting this house. I wanted to put an offer. I wanted to go inside and look at it. I know other people are going to put in offers. Yeah. I know that they're going to have maybe better. What are some things I can do to come in with a strong offer? Like, is there any tips or any suggestions or advice?
Yeah, and so, right, the first thing I would suggest, or anybody would suggest, is throw more money at it, right? But when you can't do that, there's a couple things you can do that are non-cash based that can help you out. One would be changing your inspection time. Let's say your inspection period, so in Arizona, right, and that's why I'm helping out, the standard inspection period is 10 days. Well, if I can get an inspector in there in 2 days, to a seller, that may seem more appealing to them. Oh, they're only going to need 2 days in the inspection. But realistically, if my inspector can find everything he needs to in that 2 days, we're good. It doesn't matter. We don't need the full 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Second thing would be to... again, to strengthen your offer is to have that earnest money go hard, but then to
be flexible.
Yeah, be flexible with the
point.
seller's. Thank you. Be flexible with the seller's closing date. Let's say the seller, traditionally it's a 30-day close. That's what most people shoot for. Mm-hmm. Let's say the seller needs to be in there for 45 or 60. You being amenable to that close time may make you more competitive than your competition because they may not be able to wait. So it's things like that don't cost cash that you can utilize to make your offer stronger.
Good to know.
Now, the agent is the face of a deal or a transaction or what, right? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, so yeah, we were chatting on. Yes, I always say the agent is a face because when something goes wrong, who they yelling at, right? The agent. And so,
they're almost the middleman between all the escrow, title, all
you
this
certainly
stuff, right?
are.
Okay.
You are a general contractor for all of these different entities within the deal. So, what
would the top 3 numbers you would have?
If I was
agent would have it in their phone.
I would say if I was gonna the top 3 I have on speed dial.
On speed dial.
All right, that's gonna be a good lender, right? If you're gonna be a buyer, or even if you're selling, but you need to qualify for a new house, a good lender is gonna be able to tell you how we can best apply your money. A good inspector who's gonna be diligent, find everything wrong with the property, give you a good interactive inspection report.
Is.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Let you know the status, the condition of the home. And then third would be a good title agent. Title in Arizona, right? Our earnest money and down payment, all those things are handled by an escrow officer. So a good title agent who's on top of their game, who answer their phone and they're timely to make sure that you can get into your home on your closed day.
Now that sounds like a lit contact list. Lender, inspector, and title. Lit. That was lit.
You need those people to win, man.
I like that.
You need those people to win.
So you got all corners covered.
Yeah, I mean, as an agent, again, you're going to be the face of the transaction, and in doing so, you really need to be able to communicate with everyone.
Contact list. Remember that.
So once a seller's home goes on the market, what are some things that they can do to get more exposure to that home?
Okay, so like you want more foot traffic. You want
that buzz. You want that.
Yeah, I want people calling every day.
So I'm gonna run down the list. Obviously, all right. You got to get professional photos. All right, that's a quick, easy
photos.
win.
Well, before we get to the
photos,
you gotta have that shit staged right.
Yeah, which is okay. So let's say your lighting. All right, the lighting in each room in your house. You know how the rooms in your house look best. Mm-hmm. Make sure the blinds are open. You know, when those photos are taken, make sure that the room looks good. It's staged well. Second thing is declutter like kitchen cabinet, countertops, or not cabinets, but countertops, things like that.
It just makes it appear bigger.
It does.
There's not that much shit everywhere.
And you don't.
Open.
You don't want all your personal. And that actually leads me to my third thing, right? Your personal items. You want to remove those things. Well, don't try to completely depersonalize. I know that can be kind of burdensome, but
you probably would want some pictures so they can see how homey the place is.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you don't want. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it. If you're one of those families that got 45 pictures on the wall, maybe take a couple of those down.
Maybe like a 5-star hotel vibe
put all
type
the kid toys away, put all the hobby stuff away.
Yo, exactly. Let your potential new buyers consider what your house would look like with them in it. That's going to help you sell that home.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
That makes good sense. Okay, so back to the staging, right? Because that's when you're getting ready to sell your house. You want it to look clean, look good. The staging first, then all the other little tricks. What are some staging tips? Do you have any staging tips on how to make? Would you leave all your stuff in there? Would you hire a staging crew?
You don't have to hire a staging crew. A good agent maybe has some people who can assist you with that, but you don't necessarily have to hire a staging crew. But to make sure that your home is gonna pop and sell the best, you definitely want to make sure that you do things like we were just talking about, decluttering your home. You want to make sure that you are capturing the light at the right times of day, for your external and internal pictures. Yeah. That's a big thing. Don't leave dishes full of dirty, sinks full of dirty dishes, things like that. Like it's a big deal. I couldn't tell you how important that first impression is to a buyer. I'm telling you, when a buyer walks in a new house, they start ticking down on things they don't like.
We know. Sometimes when we go take listing photos, our first impression is like, yo, this is photo day.
It's insane.
Why does it
what
look like
situations
this?
we've been in?
Why is the kitchen?
It's like there's a family of like 12 in a 2-bedroom, and we're like playing Tetris. Like shooting around them. I'm like, I'm shooting with a 14mm lens. Like I can see everything. Like half of the family is like looking like.
I get it. That is. And things like that. All right, making sure that you are allowing people to see the home early on in your listing. When you first list your home, you got to make sure that you make it available. So your agent should be working with you to figure out a time that it works with your schedule to give you, a good weekend where you can be out away from the house and get as many people that you can get in there as possible, right? Because the longer your home's on the market, it's going to seem stale to newer buyers. When new buyers get on the market, and there could be nothing wrong with your house, by the way, but hey, it's been on for 30 days, and I'm telling you, it's going to have a stink to new buyers. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong with that house? How come in this hot market somebody else didn't buy it? And it could be something so simple. So making sure that you communicate with that agent, to your agent, to help you figure out, hey, what's gonna make my home pop the best and the quickest.
Some good advice right there.
Hey man,
do
what I do.
Thank you, Devontae.
Else besides real estate that you get into, or any other projects or investments?
Man, I'm trying to do a lot. I mess with my dude Pace Morby out here, the Sub 2 community out in Arizona. A bunch of go-givers, very, very talented and educated group of wholesalers that are doing that, working in that field the right way. Wholesalers get a lot of a bad name a lot of the time, but I'm telling you,
Go-Giver. I've never heard that.
Go-Giver. It's actually a book that he presses on his too, man.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a motto of how he operates, man. It's you can make more money with collaboration than competition is one of the things that he says, and I love that, man. So that's why I always work, like working with you guys. I love spitballing, having different ideas, just as we kind of kick it together, because what do we create from that? You know, different plans, and then we go attack those things. And to that end, man, look at these. This is another thing that we're doing.
So cool.
Man, my boy Marcelo owns Hidden Leaf Farms, and he's an agricultural developer. He does all kinds of agriculture, fruit, plants, flowers, things like that.
All that stuff.
Yeah, bunch of stuff. But this cool thing, man, he had this wild idea recently. We were hanging out with him the other day, and I was like, yo, we gotta put this on the podcast. But these are called Hidden Leaf Libations. And so what he's done, if you see in this one right here, right, these are all the fruits. So he grows his own fruits, then dries them, right? Then we put them in here. And so what you can do as a consumer, and obviously this is
that's all the stuff that would go in a mojito.
Exactly. Oh, so you know what, you're right. So you got your pineapple here, you got your lime, cucumber.
Dehydrated fruit.
It's all dehydrated fruit in here. Yes,
got the
and
bitters
then
or sugars and
bitters and sugars here at the bottom.
So when
the whole concoction.
You just pour the alcohol in.
Whatever you want to drink, whatever your preferred, you know.
Genius.
So this would be the Malibu.
So are there different sizes of these jars?
So hey, again, super prototype.
So what if I wanted to
phase.
do like a party?
Well, a party, I can tell you.
And I wanted to bring one for everybody.
I would say that this size right here is a party with. I mean, there's 4 of us.
No,
here.
like a party. You know.
Wait. I mean, they don't have sizes.
You just bring 10 of those.
Yeah, right there. I mean, sure, you bring a couple of those. But I mean, this size right here is actually, it hits for, I mean, it should serve 4 people. We're about to pour it
It low
out
key
right now.
reminds me of something like a moonshine.
Right.
How you'd serve moonshine.
Exactly. We were watching Lawless the other day.
Yeah. Oh, such a good movie,
you
dude.
take a sip of this?
Me too, man.
It's not moonshine, but
No, it's still
it's not
strong though.
check. So it's been
still
sitting here
strong.
for about 24 hours. Actually, nah, we had this about
No,
12.
probably like 6, something like that. Yeah.
So
Man, look at that. Whoa, what do you?
listen, I got a heavy hand.
He's just.
I got a heavy hand. Don't
Doing a
judge
little baby
me. I mean, no,
sips.
y'all are gonna do that old
This
fashioned.
guy is-
You said no.
I went a little higher here because I'm a mojito guy.
Okay, so this is mojito. This is Malibu rum, like I said, with the pineapple and everything. So cheers, fellas.
Oh,
Cheers,
See what
cheers.
this tries. Drink the whole thing.
Are we doing a shot?
Yo.
You can taste the mint. I can taste the pineapple.
Wow.
Yes. Boy.
Wow.
Boy. Hold on.
That is actually
One more
the
time,
best mojito. There's no more left.
One more time.
So that was the mojito.
Wow, that is so
That's
good.
why I poured extra on mine. You see?
It's low key.
Y'all are making
I can
mistakes.
still taste it. Wow.
Ooh, that's silky smooth.
I got good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
What percent is it?
The next one
It's like-
is my favorite. This is the old fashioned.
Yeah.
I love old fashions. So we got the dehydrated
cinnamon
oranges,
sticks in
cinnamon
there.
sticks,
Look at that. Ooh.
The cherries. We're gonna try this one. You like old fashions?
What do you think, Gordon? See? Hey,
Oh.
see?
White wine, red wine,
Sophisticated.
red wine. I feel
Real
it.
sophisticated. I'm a fruity wine drinker. I ain't even gonna lie on the podcast. I've always told my parents wine tastes like feet. And then they say, well, how do you know what feet taste like? And I don't, shut up. The point is, I just never enjoyed the taste. But no, mojitos.
There are so
and
many
this
different
one,
wines though.
and that's true. That's true. I gotta experiment.
Yeah,
But
you just. Yeah.
when I keep running across things like this, why?
I know.
Why experiment?
Yeah.
Let's.
This is definitely more of like a citrus, or like more of like a.
Is that citrus holding in there? Last time when we tested it the other day, you really tasted the citrus in there. Yeah, you just tasted that gentleman Jack right
old
there.
fashioned's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think this needs to soak for a little bit longer, but the aftertaste
More
is
cinnamon,
still
more
really,
You know
really.
what? And maybe
strong.
And so we're just playing with these, but maybe a little of the cherry, that maraschino cherry syrup.
Yeah.
Put in there a little bit.
No,
Hey,
I wouldn't do that.
well, see, I wouldn't drink an old fashioned.
Anyways, it's good. We'll have more information for you about these coming out. Visit the website. We're gonna add the links and everything and information. Again, I'm Jason.
I'm Forrest.
And I'm Devontae.
Thanks again for watching.
Thanks, guys.